lady that loves to wear different types of eclectic hairstyles. And when you do that, you have a lot of difficulty drying your tracks, which is the foundation that your weave is hooked to. I went on this trip with my family and I decided to get my hair wet, and then the horror happened. I had no way to dry my hair except for the little blow dryer that was inside of our cabin. And it wasn't doing the job. So embarrassed that I had water dripping down my neck and I couldn't dry it. You spend all this money and you gotta have a way to dry your hair without having to take your weave all the way out of your hair just to maintenance it. There's gotta be another outcome for women. That night while I was sleeping, my grandmother came to me in this weird dream. And I remember explaining to her, Mama Lee, why isn't there a way for me to dry my hair? And she was like, girl, take this and put this on the end of your blow dryer. And I remember grabbing it in my hand and I looked at it, and it was this cup-looking object that had these little straw things coming out of it that had holes inside. And I was like, okay, this is weird. I woke up and that's what I saw in my mind. So I grabbed this cocktail napkin that was sitting by the side of my bed and I just quickly sketched it out. And I was like, well, what do I call it? Oh wait, I know. I'm gonna name it the weave dryer. About 1.5 years ago, I was wearing weave and I had an infection grow in my hair, and I decided to go to a dermatologist, and I was like, could you tell me why my hair is itching all the time? So they looked at my scalp and he was like, well, I see some dryness. I think you have an infection. Were you doing anything to change your hairstyle? And I said, well, I wore weave. And he was like, well, that's your outcome. That's mold and bacteria that has grown. So he gave me some medicine, a topical medicine to apply to my scalp to kind of kill the bacteria. What happens is when you wear weave and you wash your hair, you have this dampness that you've now created. And mold looks for dark and damp places for it to grow. When you don't dry your hair, you're thinking that your scalp is gonna dry the hair because it's heated. Well, you're wrong. It's not gonna dry your hair. It's gonna be now a utopia for mold spores to grow. Sitting under a hair dryer for more than 45 minutes is also killing your hair follicle. You are damaging it, heat damaging your hair follicle. The weave dryer is made of plastic, just like a typical nozzle. And the weave dryer has these elongated holes that have air holes built inside of them. And so you just slide it on your blow dryer. And then once you do that, the air goes out of the tubes and it dries your weave. So it's really, really easy to use. The market for the weave dryer is any lady that is wearing hair extensions, whether you have sewn hair tracks or whether you have heated fusion hair tracks. It's for anybody that wears hair extensions. Also, it's for anybody that has an eclectic hairstyle, or you've got twists or dreadlocks. You can use this nozzle as well. The packaging process consists of the pieces of the hair nozzle, an adjustable wire band, and then of course the bag that I package the product in to actually send it to a consumer. I do everything in-house. So I've taken a table and I've set it up and I've got all the pieces together. I set up an assembly line, and then I start out with taking the two pieces and putting them together with the internal band. And then I adjust the wire band onto the product. Then I put it inside of a bag and then put the label that has the barcode on it underneath the bottom. And then I set it to the side. It goes on a shelf, and then I go to my next product. We've become a family business. Everybody puts in and chips in to actually help put the product out there.
Give me another one.
This has been a wonderful experience for us to kind of join together and make this product big and introduce it to the world. So I'm very proud of that. Just being me on beingUS.tv.